Letting go of negative beliefs. Do you want to do it? Would it bring you benefit for your life? How do we do it? Beliefs can run very deep in our life, depending on when and how they were created. But let's take a look at what a belief really is. A belief is nothing more than an agreement on reality. Okay, so somebody else might tell you something and you agree with it, and now you will say that you believe in it. And I cannot say how many people walking around, they know they have beliefs that are limiting them, that bring negativity to their life, but they don't know how to let go of them. They don't know how to see through them. So here's something that I learned in my journey that allowed me to let go of a lot of belief systems that were full of fear. They were not serving me. And it's actually a pretty simple process. We have things in our life that we experience. If you were to walk outside and it was raining, would you say, "Oh, I believe it's raining outside"? No. You would say, "It is raining outside." Why would you say that? Because you just went out and experienced it raining outside. Now, you could relay that information to a lot of other people that never heard or felt that rain, and you could be like, "Oh," and you could describe to them what the rain felt like and all this stuff, and then they might say, I believe it's raining outside. But they never experienced the rain. And this to me is a lot what people are governing their life from beliefs and not what they experience. So it's really important to how we take advice in, because a lot of times some advice can turn into can go along with belief systems. And a lot of times when somebody is within a belief system, it's almost impossible for them to see something that might be considered the truth, because it will go against the belief system, and that's called cognitive dissonance. The truth could be hitting you in the face every single day, but you don't want to admit it or look at it or explore it, because if it were to be true, it goes against a belief system. Your belief systems can be founded upon much of the time, when you were a child. That's like the building block, the foundation of our life, right? When we were up until about 3-4 years old, when we start really being able to move around, till about 14 years old, you are that person. And those belief systems that you were brought up around run deep within you, unless you become very conscious and aware of yourself and you do a lot of work to throw the ones that aren't working for you in a bucket and to build upon the ones that are benefiting you. I'm actually to the point now where in my life, I don't even enjoy saying I believe in something. And people, I guess some people, because they're so used to believing in something, they're like, "Oh my God, that's like, it sounds so empty," or whatever. And it's actually the complete opposite. I can honestly say it's very rare I say the belief word, because I don't function that way anymore. I don't function in the belief paradigm. It's either I experienced something or I did not experience something. And there's things that I know to be true. There's things I know that I don't know. And then there are things that I don't know that I don't know. And that's the mystery, because I know there's so much of that, but I don't know what it is. So, but it's given me so much freedom and peace to let go of, and this goes into like expectations and self-esteem, right? But if you base your reality off of what you have experienced and build upon what you know, it's your reality. You are creating your reality from what you know and from what you experience, instead of some belief systems that may have been imprinted on you since birth that you never even had a chance to say, yes, I want to bring that into my life, and no, I do not want to bring that into my life. And I don't think a lot of people give that piece of question or give that piece of their life any thought. Some of my clients, they work with like self-esteem. It's like they believe that they have no value in the world, and it stems back to when they were childhood and their parents told them over and over again, it's just the way they were raised. Some people raised for some really harsh environments, right? So if those parents made those kids believe that everything they did was worthless, and they grow up and they have no self-esteem, they have no value. So how do we let go of that value? How do we let go of that negative belief that you give no one value? Because if you're walking around the planet thinking that you don't have any value to provide on this world, you're going to get walked over, you're going to get talked over, people aren't going to take you seriously. Every single person has value on this planet Earth. Whether your parents own crap within them, cause them to raise you under that false belief. Because your value doesn't come from your parents. Your value doesn't even come from what you think your value is. You're valuable literally just because you're in a human body. Let's start with that. But this isn't about values or self-esteem or anything like that. This is about, so you have this value. How do I let go of it? You must experience your value. Once you start experiencing your value, then you imprint that experience into your life and you wash away that negative belief with experience. And then when that happens, then you start to realize, okay, that's experience versus believing something. I believe that one day this is going to happen. Okay, what do you have in your life that can back that up? What can you bring into your life to back up that you have value? It could be something very small to start with. Very, very small. A simple conversation, giving somebody a smile. That's value. What lessons have you learned in your life that you can share with other people? What have you done in your life that you can teach someone else? Do you enjoy life? Do you connect in the morning with love and gratitude in your creator? Are you deliberately becoming a better version of yourself because you know that it heals everyone else around you, and it's a beautiful thing to give the planet, and Mother Earth is a conscious human being walking this planet? Is that you? Because that's value. So when there's a belief system inside of you that, oh my God, I don't know what my value is. My parents, my parents crushed me with this type of stuff, and I have all these negative beliefs that are limiting. Well, you must stand up in your own power. You must do things that are going to affirm back to you your value that you give to the world and that you give to yourself. Then you base a new system of operation off of experiences. Go for a walk every day. Start with that. Value. You're a mother. Value. I don't know what if you're like a mom, I don't know what other, or a father, I don't know what other value you could be searching for. Maybe you're searching for, maybe you never had the value for your parents. Well, you know what? That might be a lesson that your soul was here on planet Earth to find. Because if you keep searching for a value from your parents, let me tell you what, the older generations, it's all about expectations. Oh my gosh. All about expectations. So if you were caught in that loop or that realm of your parents expecting you all this stuff, expecting you to do this, expecting you to do that, because it's how they were brought up or it's how they imprinted on themselves of what, and a lot of these expectations come from the whole American dream thing. White picket fence, house, got to have a good job. You got to do all these these checks in a box to become like that good human being, that brings value to society. Yeah, no, that paradigm's crashing hard because it's not sustainable. It's so limited. That in itself is so limiting. So it's okay to say to yourself, like, hey, this belief sucks. And I don't want this in my life anymore. It comes from my parents. It comes from my school. It comes from my job. I don't want it in my life anymore. I'm going to give myself an experience to affirm something else in my life. If this belief system gives me fear, what the am I doing? Get it out of my life. Get it out of my life. Experience love. Receive good things. Experience the things that are waiting for you to be received. Reaffirm. Feel how good that was. Build upon that experience. Your life will become very simple. I had a lady one time. She was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like when we were talking, it was from a coaching session, and she's like, "That scares me. It scares me to be in a place without beliefs." Yeah. At first, I guess there is some fear for people because their whole reality is constructed off of a belief. And then who would they be without that belief? The cognitive dissonance is deep. Cognitive dissonance. Even if truth is hitting you in the face, you will not look at it. Then there's a whole other conversation on what's truth anyway. What's true to me, what's right for me may not be right or truth to you. It's all about creating your own reality in the midst of other creations. Create your own reality from your own energy, not other people's energy being imprinted on you and imprinted on you and imprinted on you and imprinted on you and imprinted on you. Crack that generational code your ancestors are asking for you to become free. The indigenous cultures, there is none of that. That's why they want to get rid of the indigenous cultures, and they're cramming all this stuff into that way of life. The indigenous just experience life. There's nothing more there than experiencing creation. Not believing what this is. They experience the tree. They're not told what the tree is. They're not told what the tree does. They experience. Bring in information through experience. Not being taught all this stuff in belief system. We're the greatest country in the world. I believe that we're the greatest country in the world. I believe people that say that have never even been outside of the country. So this is a perfect example. How many times, and I'm not getting into politics here. I'm just saying I was grown up around that. We're the greatest country in the world. So like me as a kid, I had, this is the best country in the world. What does that even mean? What a weird thing to base your reality, start to construct your reality off of that. The country you live in is the best or the greatest. What do those two things even mean? So once I experienced other things, and then I based my reality off of my perception from experience. Not saying that even what was before what I was thinking was right or wrong, but it wasn't based off of experience. What a different way to live your life when you base your reality and your choices off of your experience. Now, I'm not going to lie, like there are some things that you can take advice for, but advice is like way before a belief. Beliefs are like what you really construct your reality off of. So I encourage each and everyone out there. I mean, I found so much freedom and peace in my life going through this process. And if you want freedom in your peace in your life and you're having trouble finding it to where you can just like sit in the grass and not want anything else going on and you're just good. Like you're happy as a butterfly on a flower, man. You're like skipping like yippee. I'm just sitting in the grass with a juice or an apple. There couldn't be anything better than this. Staring at the sun, listening to the birds. The simple life, it's real and it's possible. You can get it. This is how I got it. It was a process I still work on every single day. Many blessings, my family. Leave me a comment. I love to hear from each and every single one of you. Get at me. I would really appreciate it. I'll build something off of it. And you enjoy a life from experience and from your own creation. Many blessings.